Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Thirsty? The refreshment stand is open with everything to satisfy your taste buds. Here's the menu: the hottest, freshest, crunchiest popcorn, each kernel popped to its fullest with that real movie time taste. Cold drinks. You'll find your favorite ice cold, tasty, and thirst quenching. And hot dogs, hamburgers, and candy too. Now a short intermission, so you'll have time to make your selection before the show begins.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
Top quality hamburgers, the most popular snack in the country. We serve them plain or garnished to your taste.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Just 1 minute to go.
And now, on with the show.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hello, fellow humans. Welcome to my stream. So I always like to extend a welcome to any non-human identifying sentient creatures who may be out there, as well as any of the non-sentients who might be enjoying the poker action today. As usual, we're here with some Unibet card action. We've got Falling Star Bounty top left, €2 Singularity top right. I haven't registered anything else yet today. Probably going to jump in the Black Hole and the Abyss when they come up at noon in 30 minutes time. And we'll go from there, see what else happens. Might try some different ones today. There's a couple of €2 tournaments, Galaxy, and a couple other ones that I've been looking at that I might jump into and just see how they run. Like I said, we got the Falling Star Bounty happening here. We got the €2 Singularity happening here. Not doing great in either of them at the moment. Lost a reasonably big pot, had to fold on the river, on a really gross river. We flopped 2 pair on a king. We had king 10. We flopped 2 pair on a king queen 10 board. We called a bet by the player Glag86 up there in the top right corner of the table. On the flop, it was about a half pot bet. The queen paired on the turn. We once again check called. There's also 2 hearts on the flop. So the flop was king, queen, 10, 2 hearts. Queen pairs on the turn. Ace of Hearts comes on the river, which basically means every single draw that was out there got there at the end, as well as a whole bunch of hands that were bluffing that got there against me with an ace, because the aces and queens are now better than my kings and queens. So I ended up having to fold to a rather large bet, which was very likely to have been a bluff, but unfortunately I couldn't really do anything about it, so I had to fold on the river because I was just there with basically a pair of kings, playing the pair of queens on the board for 2 pairs. And when the ace of hearts comes on the river, the hearts get there, the straights get there. Anyone with the queen was already there. Anybody with an ace just got there. I mean, just everything. Basically everything got there on the river. So whatever hand he happened to be betting into me with on the flop was absolutely a value hand by the river in that case, I think. What I should have done is re-raised on the flop in that case, I think. I just called behind because I wanted to get extra value, and that's the rescue. That's the rescue run. So I'm putting in a raise under the gun with my ace queen suited on the Falling Star table. Oops, we're not heads up in the Black Hole Nano anymore. Oh, Unibet poker action on the Mothership. Hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the Mothership, my friend. Welcome to the Mothership. We take that one down pre-flop. Not the worst result in the world. We're not doing a music stream today. We're doing Friday music streams for the last few weeks of before I took my hiatus for WSOP. I'll probably get back into that again for either the Friday or the Saturday stream. But today I'm going to run some more commercials again and just do the normal. Just do the normal poker stream today, I think. I wonder what's going on with my bankroll numbers. They don't seem to have updated for today. Why is that? Why is that? I have entered my numbers. That's kind of weird. Why is that not updating properly? Why is that not updating properly? I'm going to put in a raise with our ace jack here. I'm not going to think about my spreadsheet for now. But I am a little curious as to why the filter suddenly stopped working on that. So it finds it for yesterday for exactly the same. Why is it not finding it for today? I'm talking to myself. I apologize that I've my same formula that works to find results for any day that equals August 1st works. When I apply that same result to any day that equals August 2nd, it doesn't find anything, even though I've entered that into my spreadsheet. Let me go make sure that my dates are right in the spreadsheet. Before I do that, let's zip over to table 2 and have a look at me raising my ace jack. Did I somehow miss the... get these dates wrong somehow? No, the date looks right. Weird. I'm confused as fuck. Dailies. That's why. It's not actually results, it's dailies. Just going to check that back, see what we go. We're going to put in a delayed C-bet here now. I bet I know what the problem is. Yes, that's exactly what the problem is. There we go. Yeah, I know. I just have not extended my formulas down far enough. Well, hey, there we go. There we go. $3 in buy-ins, $1.50 average buy-in today. We're playing big stakes today, sort of. Wow. Wow. Just folded quads. My 10-4 on the on the falling star table. Had a fairly nasty turn of events yesterday in the Abyss Nano. I was chip leading going into the final table and through the final table up to ITM, which was 6 people. Got paid. We got into ITM. We got down to 5-handed. I was still chip leader 5-handed. I then got hit by 4 successive hands where people sucked the fuck out on me. Instead of knocking people out with my big stack, I basically donated and did and doubled them up until I busted in 5th. It was quite annoying. It was very annoying. Having said that, I can't complain too much because I got there by sucking out a couple times myself. So, you know, it's the way poker works, I suppose, but it's never fun when you're on that side of it anyways. And we're folding flush and straight draws on this table. Lovely. We folded quads a couple of hands ago. Definitely going to put in a raise with this. Comes around to us. We probably call in position if somebody opens in front of us. With the suited ace-10, lots of good things can happen with suited ace Broadway card. Although ace-10 is not the greatest for that, it still is a very nice hand. Oh, that pretty blue. All that pretty blue. Put in a raise with, actually I'm going to shove with my queen, jack queen here, I think. It's only 20 big blinds, 21 big blinds. Yeah, that might not have been the most intelligent thing to do, but Looks like we might get away with it. Doesn't seem likely that Beslink calls off their stack at this point. Looks like we got away with it this time. It's a pretty early position to be doing that sort of thing with, though. Probably not optimal. Probably not an optimal play there. Just doing some Twitter stuff. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody who's popped on to say hello. Good to see ya. Right now I'm only playing 2 games, the 2 Euro Singularity and the Falling Star Bounty. I'm going to probably jump into the Abyss Nano and the Black Hole Nano at noon, although actually there's another one at noon that I was going to check out. I think. Let's have a quick look here. Yes, the Zenith. All right, so I'm going to give a new one a try today. There's a 2 Euro Zenith, 50 Euro guarantee that I've never played before, but it's in my bankroll range, so let's give her a shot, I think. So I guess the question is, do I want to jump in the Abyss Nano or the Black Hole Nano as my 4th table? Well, let's see what happens. We'll wait until we get into that. Range. So I'm going to jump into the Zenith. I have just registered for the Zenith for the first time ever, so we get to see a new tournament today. So the Zenith is a 6-seat re-entry tournament, a late registration available for 10, and re-entry available for 10 levels. It is 3,000 chip starting stack and 5-minute levels. So we'll see how that goes. Normally been more interested in the singularities than the rebuys at that level, but I do have 100 buy-ins at the 2 Euro level, so I shouldn't be as concerned about playing 2 Euro. 5s I still need to be pretty careful about, but I think the 2 Euros I can just sort of go ahead and fire. is a 50-euro Zenith. 2 buy-in. So the Zenith hasn't started yet, obviously. It starts in a few minutes, but it's we are regged and it's on the schedule. Yeah, I've not seen any of the fake Elrons yet today either. So far it's been a fake Elron free day. I don't know why, but I really want to call this with my 4-5 of diamonds. I mean, I'm almost certainly going to be live. And, you know, suited connectors like that, I got a lot of equity, but I don't know, calling off for my tournament life seems like a bad idea there. Alrighty, well, I'm just going to fold out here and head off to the break. We will be back in a few short minutes.
Say, what's this? It's like somebody's giving Bill Shipley the eye. Let's take a look.
Well, if you'd like to give your eyes a real treat, take a look at Sylvania's newest television first, Halo Light. Now, here's the greatest television development since the big screen picture tube. Halo Light. It's a soft frame of light around the screen to reduce that sharp contrast between the brilliant picture and the darker outside surroundings. And you'll notice, too, that Halo Light makes the picture look larger and more lifelike. You look for Halo Light on Sylvania's new Golden Jubilee models, the finest television sets ever built at any price. So visit your Sylvania dealer and see those movie-clear pictures that are held rock steady by exclusive triple lock, and hear that studio-clear sound on a wide range of table and console and combination models, each of which is individually styled. And then you'll know that for the most in television enjoyment and television value, it's always Sylvania.
And remember, only Sylvania has Halo Light.
Oh, my, you know who that is? That's Mr. Weatherbird. It's time for us to sing the Weatherbird song. Weatherbird shoot, our weatherized. E-I-E-I-O. They come in every color and size. E-I-E-I-O. When the Weatherbird shoots on your feet, it feels so good, you look so neat. Weatherbird shoot, our weatherized. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, boy, you know something? I not only wear Weatherbird shoes, but I dance in them all the time. Indeed, I do. There they are. There's Weatherbird shoes. And you know something? You know that part in the song where it says that they come in every color and size? Well, here's further proof, right over here. Just look at these terrific step-in loafers for growing girls. Aren't they beautiful? And when a little miss wants a shoe that's dressier, she can pick these lovely fancy strap sandals. But whether shoes are for boys and girls this small or for boys and girls this tall, for boys and girls this tall, be sure to make genuine Weatherbird shoes your next pair of shoes. You know why? 'Cause with Weatherbird shoes upon your feet, you feel so good, you look so neat. Weatherbird shoes are weatherized. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, they're the best.
Mrs. Hanson, I'd like you to compare our chocolate whip and chill with this other chocolate dessert.
Either one first, or?
We're going to leave it entirely up to you. It's your taste test. Let's put it that way.
All right, we'll start with the other.
Good.
Well, I know which I like best.
You do already?
Mhm.
It's as
Mhm.
quickly as
That
that.
easily.
Great. Which do you like?
I like this one best because it's more chocolatey. I guess I really do like chocolate. This has more flavor.
You want to know something? Actually, the other dessert is new whip and chill. The taste has been improved, and you just proved it. New improved whip and chill from General Foods.
Hello, I'm Win Foreman. This is new Arrestin cough medicine by Johnson & Johnson. It's a small bottle, and it costs a little more than ordinary cough medicine. Here's why. Many cough medicines simply don't contain an effective cough-stopping ingredient. Many others contain narcotics. But narcotics limit the amount you can safely take, therefore limit the effectiveness. Well, Arrestin has a new medical cough suppressant, dimethorphan. Dimethorphan is non-narcotic, therefore safer, especially for children. And because dimethorphan is so safe, it can be used in greater amounts. That's why there's more safe cough suppressant in Arrestin than in any leading cough preparation. In fact, this little bottle contains more safe cough relief than ever before possible without prescription. It's as simple as that. Buy the little bottle that stops big coughs. New Arrestin cough medicine by Johnson & Johnson.
We are back. Got 4 tables running, although at the moment we only have 3 showing because I haven't got the 4th configured yet, but that will be coming up shortly. The 4th is the black hole nano. I'm going to fold my 7 deuce in the black hole nano. We've now got the black hole nano on table 4. There we go. We are 4 full tables deep, including a tournament we've never played before, the €2 Zenith down there in the bottom left corner. I'm going to call with my gut shot here, see what happens. Let's go have a closer look at this one. What happens is we get there. And so do the clubs. We got the nut straight. And I think we're just calling. If he's got clubs, he's got clubs, and we're dead. Alrighty, so that hand played out pretty much like ABC Poker. Hey, Yagi, good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the mothership, my friend. We have to add a black hole nano buy-in to our day. It's a 0.5 for the black hole. There we go. Playing big stakes today. We're over €1 average buy-in, 138 average buy-in with 2 €2 tournaments played so far today. A €2 Singularity, and this €2 Zenith at the moment. Just run through quickly what we're playing. I've got the Falling Star Bounty here on the table 1. Table 2 is the €2 Singularity, €75 guarantee that we play quite regularly. We've won this one. This particular one that starts at this time, we've won this one twice now, which is nice. €2 Zenith is a tournament we've never played before, so it's our first time in this one. It's a 6-handed rebuy with 10 levels of re-entry and late registration. And finally, we've got a familiar old friend in the Black Hole Nano. So far, 1 bullet deep, but you know how this one goes. Sometimes we go 2, 3 bullets deep. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Sometimes we decide after 1 bullet that we're just not going to play anymore, too. It's a weird one, this one. Black Hole Nano's a weird one for me. It all depends on my mood when I bust. All depends on how I bust, what's been going on since then, if it feels like I'm going to go. Yesterday was gross. I busted in a weird cooler where somebody with 10-4 suited, I believe it was, flushed out on the river against me on a hand where I flopped a set. And then I rebought and immediately got it in on a hand where I had ace king, dealt ace king, flopped a 2 pair, and they rivered out to a straight. So I decided at that point, we're done with the Black Hole today. We're not rebuying a 3rd time. So I will do that from time to time. Just put in a raise from the button on the Zenith. I have to I know there's other, it's like the Black Hole is also a 6-handed tournament. This one's a little bit more short-handed than the Zenith, or short-stacked, so I need to be a little bit more cognizant of the 6-handed play and what I'm opening over there. I'm going to have to widen my range a little bit more, I think, than I'm used to playing over here. And I think we're going to c-bet this board texture. We're going to have the Jack and the Queen here a lot. They will have called with a Jack and a Queen some of the time as well, but I think that when they check to us here, our c-bet is going to get through a good chunk of the time. Probably should have shoved this on the Falling Star. I didn't actually look at my stack size very closely. So we did get called by Valentina on the Zenith. And I think I'm going to check back this time and reassess on the river. So I'm probably going to go check, or I would have probably called most bets there. The 10s hand is going horribly wrong on the Falling Star table. Well, maybe not. Yeah, pretty much went horribly wrong. Alrighty, so we're done the Falling Star. We're down to 3 tables. I might jump into the Abyss Nano on this one then, possibly. Let me see what else there is out there. So there is the Abyss Nano for sure. We could jump into. There's a €5 Falling Star we could jump into. That one's a little chunky for our bankroll, but it's not an impossible ask for our bankroll. Just have a pair of kings here on the singularity table. Going to Hollywood a little bit here. We obviously know what's happening, but we're gonna make it look like I've got a pain decision of some kind. He's trying to make it look like that because we want to get some action back. Wow, they just snap fooled on us. Clearly, our Hollywood did not work. Potentially a nice hand developing here on the zenith table. We pick up a nice pot. And we're going to put in another raise with our suited ace. Yeah, let me jump into the Abyss Nano here. Register to the Abyss Nano. So that's there. Let's get to so where's the Abyss? There's the Abyss. Alrighty, so we've got the Abyss Nano going now as well. I'm just shoving there on the singularity as well, so let's go there. So look at that. Oops. Could be a big oops. Looks like it was a big oops. Looks like it was a big oops. Alrighty, so we're down to singularity. Alrighty, so we're down to singularity. We got the Abyss Nano happening here, though, as well. So we're done in the singularity. It's kind of gross, but it's the way it goes. Guess we get out of the way. Such donkeyness happening. Sure, let's just bet 10x the pot. Why the hell not? Effective 3x the pot. Why the hell not? Just put in a raise, cut off with 3s on the zenith table. And we get 3-bet by the big blind, who has been relatively active. We'll see a flop. That was not my best call in the world. Just backed into a nice hand in the abyss. Just backed into a very nice hand in the abyss against aces. However, it looks like our first bullet in the zenith has gone fairly poorly. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna fire a second one or not. I think I'm going to. Like I say, I've got 102 euro buy-ins, so it's not like it's a super high roller for me. I mean, I probably should have just thrown my money in for one of the earlier hands instead of waiting for something reasonable and trying to run this stack up. Should have just thrown it in and rebought. But it always feels like I'm wasting money when I do that, frankly. Although there is an argument to be made that you get the blinds, that you get in. So we're definitely going here. Fair enough. We'll do one more on this one. So that's a zenith for 2 buy-ins. Let's also have a look at our ace-king suited on the black hole table. Sorry, the abyss table. Getting raised into. I think I'm going to put out a 3-bet here. I guess we're calling off our ace king. Oh, against Jack 6. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We're getting some nice hands in the abyss. We're getting some nice people doing some interesting things against us. Put in a raise on the zenith table with an ace queen. Got it through. It was blind and blind, so it wasn't that unlikely. There we go. It tells us we're fired a few bullets into this one now. Excellent. Hey, Cleeds, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, the graph's looking pretty decent. Yeah, I was pretty subpar with my first bullet in the zenith. But yeah, this is my first time playing the zenith, so it's a new one for me. Figured I'd start to play a few more of the €1 and €2 games, and I'd noticed the zenith kicking around before, and figured I should give it a try at some point. Ace king on the button in the black hole nano. Probably going to be a raise and take it, but never know. We'll c-bet that. A little ugly because he's going to have a queen or a 10 a lot of the time when he calls, but I think I still need to put the c-bet out there. We do have the gut shot straight draw as well. I think we probably check back. This turn. Reassess on the river. And I think we probably check back. And we win against other aces. We don't win against a queen. Well, you know, no real surprise there. Now, the surprise is he calls. I mean, he shouldn't really be calling queen 8 there, I wouldn't think, to a 3x raise from preflop. But you know, that's just me being a net. I know that other people play much wider than I do. There's nothing wrong with that. You can play your chips however you like. The abyss is just feeding me hands, followed by feeding me chips. Not thrilled with the diamond coming, obviously, but not much I can do about it. We're check calling all the way down here. Yep. Pretty fucking gross, but what are you going to do? Pretty fucking gross, but what are you going to do? He's king in the zenith on the cutoff. Raise and take it. Ace jack on the button in the abyss. We just called. Probably should have put in a raise, but getting my ass handed to me with raises the last little while, so I think just calling in position on this particular table. So I think calling in position here is reasonable at this point. We flop top pair. Very good kicker. I think we're definitely putting value in here. I'm going to make it a chunky bet. Clear out some of the pot. Probably check back again here. Just pot control, keep the pot fairly small. I'm not necessarily putting him on a 9. I'm putting him on another ace X of some kind. But, you know, the 9's definitely out there sometimes. It was a very strange way to play gut shot there, I think, but oh well. Hey, Broadjoy, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, it has been a while. It has been a while. I am back from my hiatus for the WSOP. We are back from our trip to the moon. We are playing the pokers once again here on the Mothership. Got 3 games going at the moment. I've got the Abyss Nano running here on table 1. We've got a new game, one I haven't played before, the Zenith. We're already 2 bullets deep in that one. €2 buy-in, €50 guarantee running on here. And then we've also got the Black Hole Nano running as well. We've busted out of a €2 Singularity and the Falling Star already today with no money returned. Yeah, I like the Singularities as well. I've just decided that I needed to start playing a few more of the €1 and €2 range. And there's only so many of the Singularities there. I need to have a closer look at what else is out there to play in the €1 range. I'm not a huge, I don't think I'm a huge fan of the Zenith either. We'll see how it goes. I might still play it a few more times and, you know, see what it goes. I don't think I'm a huge fan of it either. I think there is one, let me just have a quick look at the schedule, because I think there's another one coming up that's the Galaxy maybe? That was also a €2, I think. Maybe I missed it. Maybe that was earlier. Yeah, in 59 minutes. Yeah, the Galaxy. So that one's a €2 rebuy, unlimited rebuy with an add-on after level 8, 3,000 chips to start, and 8-minute levels. So That's another one I was looking at. But it's also a 6-seater, so I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm gonna have a closer look at what tournaments are out there and what time they start and what to play in that range. I'm thinking I might have to jump into the full-size black hole a few times as well. It's €5 is a little bit outside of my bankroll, and certainly a €5 rebuy is outside of my bankroll. But I do pretty well in the black hole nano, so I think it's actually worth trying that full size every once in a while, probably. I'm just looking at what's available at the €1 level other than Singularity. So we got the Deep Crazy Moon. That one is a really bizarre one, as I recall. Yeah, that's the one with like strange level sizings. We've obviously got the Singularity that we play at 3 o'clock my time quite frequently, so I like that. Multiverse. 2,000 chips to start. Might give that one a try sometime. Multiverse at 4:30. Yes, I know how that goes, Broadjoy. Only reason I'm able to do this is because I left the job early last year, that was basically keeping me from doing those sorts of things as well, and I decided to basically go out on my own. So far, it's been working out okay. Yeah, but yeah, there's actually not a lot of €1. Not a lot of €1 games out there. The Multiverse, the Falling Star. That's really about it for the €1. More of the €2 variety, I think. Let's go with 2 there and 2 there. We got the Galaxy. We got the Sputnik Omaha for €2. That sounds interesting. I might have to try that. The Zenith, which we're playing. Got Singularities, which we already play. €2 Deep Crazy Moon as well, so probably not going to be interested in that one. €2 Singularities, €2 Galaxies, €2 Multiverse. I guess I have figured out which. I have found all the tournaments. It depends. I don't really notice a huge difference on Unibet. On other sites, I 100% prefer 9-handed tables, and I tend to prefer more people at my table. Generally, I prefer. But on Unibet, I seem to do equally well in both 9 and 6-handed formats. So I'm not that picky on Unibet. I do think I prefer the 9-handed formats, though, just because I can be a little bit. I mean, my style is a tight style, anyways. So it's and that's easier to play on a larger table, right? It's pretty tough to be a tight, quote unquote, tight player when you're playing on a 4-handed table, right? It's, you got to be opening 25% of your hands, pretty much. Yeah, the Falling Star Bounty. I've played the 5 Euro Falling Star Bounty a couple of times, and I think actually that's the one. If I'm gonna play 5 Euro tournaments, it's gonna be the Falling Star Bounty or the Black Hole, full size Black Hole. I think at this point will be the ones I play. It's a bit late. I don't really want to register. I don't really want to late reg in the 5 Euro Falling Star Bounty though. That's one I like to play from the beginning. So it's a bit late to jump into that one. Picked up a nice flop on the Zenith table. After I raised on the button, we're still just kind of hovering there. Yeah, no. Certainly online poker is a very hard way to make your you need to be doing other things as well. I don't ever look. I mean, I don't consider myself a professional poker player. I don't think I'll ever consider myself a professional poker player. There may come a time in my life when I play, for the record, I just put in a raise on the Abyss table with aces. There may come a time in my life when I spend a good chunk, and I mean right now I'm spending, I wouldn't say full-time hours, but I'm spending a good chunk of my time playing poker. But I look at it as I'm creating content. I'm not actually playing poker for a living. Any money that I make through this is going to be because of the stream, not because of my poker, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm going to make money. I obviously make money playing poker, but at least at the stages I'm playing, at the levels I'm playing, I'm actually not interested in, or I don't think I'm ever going to be guys making a significant amount of money off of his poker play. I'm more likely making it off of sponsorships and subscriptions to my channel and things like that as and if things grow. Just the way that I see it. I don't actually think I have the I don't have the degen mentality. that I think you need to be super successful at poker. I'm the little plotter. I mean, you guys have seen me. It's taken me like 7 months to build up a 200 euro bankroll. Now it's from zero, but that's also part of the point, right? I'm quite happy to play for the sake of playing. Let's put in a nice big chunky 3-bet from our big blind here with our queens and call off, obviously. Obviously call off red monkey here. I mean, we're going to be up against aces and kings a good chunk of the time, but wow. Wow. Just everybody just takes us, even the stupid king deuce. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. Yeah, I mean, I sort of see that with the black hole, but here's the thing. In the black hole nano, I actually go deep on one bullet quite a bit. And I do reasonably well treating the black hole nano largely as a singularity freeze-out tournament. I say largely because I do rebuy in it from time to time, and I will fire a couple of bullets. But it's interesting. When I go back through my stats, it's rarely my second or my third bullet that I go deep in the black hole with. The deep runs I've had have almost always been on my first bullet in the black hole. Now, other rebuy tournaments, that's not the case. When I go look at the Titan, for example, my deep runs in the Titan Nano, almost all of them are 2, 3, 4 bullets deep, having fired 2, 3, or 4 bullets in the Titan. So it varies. So I don't know. I'd have to see. But you're right. It does. With the rebuy tournament at €5 and only 200 euros in my bankroll, that's a pretty high end tournament for me to be playing at those levels, I think. So I need to spend a little bit of time, bankrolling. Aces in the zenith. Didn't want to just open shove there. Hopefully we get some action back, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Be nice if Pride Camps decides to shove over top of us. He did not, but we are going to make sure that he has no choice but to play for the rest of his chips. And we take his chips. But yeah, I get you, Broadjoy. There's playing poker is definitely a backseat activity for me from the perspective of the fact that I don't actually make my living from playing poker, and nor do I expect to make my living from playing poker anytime in the near future. Although poker, and it's interesting. One of the things that makes things better for me is that actually, even though I don't play poker for a living, poker still actually represents a significant portion of my living between the poker news and things like that, right? So I actually make a lot of my living off of poker, even though I don't make a living from poker. I mean, I do make a living from poker. I just don't make a living from playing poker. My living isn't entirely from poker. I do non-poker related marketing stuff as well, but even for the marketing firm I'm with, I'm like one of my functions there is I'm their poker expert. For our poker contracts. Haven't seen Piano Cat around in a while. Has anybody seen Piano Cat recently? She was here when I was on last week, but I think I've seen her this week. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Interesting hand developing here. He raised pre-flop. I just called. He then c-bet. I called the c-bet. I don't think I'm gonna turn my hand into a bluff here, but I'm probably calling most bets here. And yeah, I'm because I think the fours are going to be good there a lot of the time. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. It's frustrating if you don't have a lot of time. Because yeah, so back in the day when I was working, I really got out of playing poker because I really do like the longer format games. And so when I couldn't play them, I didn't enjoy the hyper turbos and things like that. So I just stopped playing because I wasn't finding things that I enjoyed. Wow. Fuck. It's just fucking stupid. He gets there. He gets in like a stupid amount of chips with a stupid hand, and then he just gets there on the flop. Like he raised me. He min raised me, leaving himself like a big blind and a half behind pre-flop. It was the stupidest move I've ever. There you go, right there. Except he was shorter the last time, and then he was with Jack 9 last time, and then he just fucking hits the flop. Yeah, I don't mind the sit and goes. I like the sit and goes as well. Oh, so we're out of the rebuy time in the looks like in the Zenith. Looks like there's no more rebuys. Registration is closed. No more rebuys in the Zenith. Alrighty, so our stack is our stack is our stack. But yeah, I agree. I mean, you can still play other formats, and the ones that I did, I would play like I found the 45 and 90 person 25 cent sit and goes on Stars that I played a ton. Um, and those were, I could guarantee that was going to be done in like 3.5 hours max. And I'd be pretty happy with the result at the end. Yeah, fuck, I should have bet earlier than that. So yeah, finding games when you've got limited time, finding games that you can enjoy and that still work for you are great. But yeah, that's where the sit and goes come in handy because they're a little bit more. You've got a little bit more certainty about how long they're going to go and when they're going to, when you're going to be done with it. We're all in with our deuces. Ready, so we got a break coming up here relatively quickly. Hey, Yogi. Cool. We'll see you shortly. Good luck, Cleeds. If I remember correctly, you said that was you. Nice. Hold. Nice. Nice hold, buddy. I think you're going to shove my queen 10 from the button pre-flop. Cool. And we head off to the break.
You ladies sure get a break with today's fine cosmetics. They stay on better, last longer, but of course, they're much harder to remove. And that's why you need Deep Magic, the one facial cleanser that's made to remove modern cosmetics. Deep Magic by Tony gently dissolves dirt and makeup, cleans deep down where soaps and creams can't reach. So wear makeup, but remove it with Deep Magic, the facial cleanser made to remove modern cosmetics. Now, during this once-a-year special, you can get two 60-cent bottles. That's $1.20 value for only 89 cents. Deep Magic.
You know, this product gets your clothes clean. So does this one. But does more than get your clothes clean. Does scrubs out the toughest dirt. But in addition to that, Does leaves your clothes softer and smoother. And Does is so kind to your hands. No detergent can do a wash like Does. It's the soap in Does that does it. Finer, richer soap than in any other leading wash day product. Now, here's a t-shirt we washed in Does. And believe me, it's clean. Smells clean, too. And something else. Does has left this fabric softer to touch. Doesn't feel stiff, but soft and smooth. And Does leaves your hands smooth, too. Honestly, no detergents can do a wash like Does. It's the soap in Does that does it.
All right, now, here's our own Beverly to show us another stunt that requires delicate balance, too.
And keeping fresh is also a matter of delicate balance. For some, this is more difficult than others. When it comes to staying fresh, just one slip and, whoops, you're in trouble. But now there's no need to risk even one slip in the realm of personal daintiness. Not even if you're constantly switching from one deodorant to another, even if you think of yourself as a difficult case. Yes, now you can handle this problem easily, thanks to new Fresh Stick, the full-strength antiperspirant for difficult cases. It gets underarms dry in seconds. Used daily, Fresh Stick ends all danger of moisture and odor, yet it's safe for normal skin. For unlike most antiperspirants, it's non-acid, as free from acid as a fine, mild facial soap. So get a jar of new Fresh Stick tonight or tomorrow. Keep that delicate balance that freshness demands. You can do it easily, even if you're, well, a difficult case. Try new Fresh Stick, the full-strength antiperspirant for difficult cases. Just look for the jar with the daisies.
Both of these will be waiting for you backstage before you leave, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Now, we get into your number one stunt, which is your $100 clock stunt right away. But first, I'm sure you and all ladies watching will agree that the little item known as your lipstick is by all odds your most important cosmetic.
So girls, be smart. Use only the best. And that, of course, means Hazel Bishop's new, longer-lasting lipstick. The only lipstick I found that stays on beautifully, all around the clock. Here, let me show you a convincing test you can make yourself. Take a Hazel Bishop lipstick, make a mark on your palm like that. Then any other brand, or perhaps the one you're using now, and make a mark right across. Now, blot both thoroughly. And then rub across just as hard as I am. Now, you see, your Hazel Bishop lipstick is still bright, but the other, well, as you see, it's practically disappeared. Now, girls, when Hazel Bishop lipstick can stand a test like that on your hand, you can imagine how beautifully its rich, luscious color stays on your lips. Yes, it's no wonder that today Hazel Bishop is by far America's most popular, long-lasting lipstick. And it should be your lipstick.
We're back with poker action once again. After our commercials, a little Hazel Bishop commercial was interesting. I think that I've caught them actually fudging that whole lipstick on the palm test. If you watch her when she does it, she does the good lipstick across her palm, then she does her lipstick down this way, or the second lipstick down that way. Then she rubs really hard, and then just before she's done, she goes like that. And so she's basically got her cloth that's got all the lipstick on her cloth now, and then she's just rubbed the cloth with all the lipstick on it straight across her hand to leave that mark. She's basically, with the cloth, she's rubbed off both lipsticks, I believe, and then she's reapplied one streak of lipstick across her palm. That way, when she's come down on it again. And hello, Hags. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. And that's awesome about your paying for half the trip, Mike. Yeah. Well, welcome back to the Nanos. Build her back up again, buddy. Build her back up again. Yeah, we're going to be all in the Zenith, I think. It's a pair of 8s. And we're done in the Zenith. Alrighty. It was a fun little test. I wish I had been paying attention though. I didn't actually see what happened, but that's okay. We might be able to catch it when it comes back on the replay later on. Alrighty, so ace 5 in the abyss. Let's put in a raise with that. Delayed c-bet time. So the only 2 games we're left in are our 2 Nano games, the Nano Abyss and the Nano Black Hole. We've busted out of all of our big money games today. Well, I guess we just check back now. I mean, we're never getting value out of hands like that. Those are the only hands really that are going to be there that we're ahead of. So. Well, no, exactly. And at the time, I mean, it's hard to even say it's unethical because at the time, the quote-unquote ethics for advertising on television were very, very open to interpretation. It was like a brand new field. Nobody really. It was like the internet in 1999 or whatever, when nobody really had any clue what was going on, how to do anything on it, and people were just trying whatever they could. Yo, Ant-Man, good to see you, buddy. So there's a lot of there's a lot of that in the ads that I show you guys that is, from the perspective of today, would be considered appallingly unethical. But which at the time was literally not even thought about in those terms, because it was just like, we got no clue what to do in this new medium. So let's throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks, right? And we're not even really going to assess whether we think this is a good idea or a bad idea. We're going to see what works and go from there. And, from the modern perspective, we Yeah, no, we'll go back to the Zenith again, I think. But and from the modern perspective, there's a lot of this stuff that we'd never even consider trying because we think more about consequences and stuff than they did back then. But then you go back and you look at the way internet marketing has developed over the years, and you realize, well, yeah, we kind of do the same thing over again because the internet, especially in the early days, was like a fucking cesspool of pop-up ads and aggressive advertising that it just really shouldn't exist. And they did all sorts of stuff. So, one of the reasons I like to run these ads is that the early television ads are very much analogous to the way early internet marketing has happened in the past decade or 2 decades of our lifetime, because they're both new mediums that people have had no idea how to work with. Yes, I play the Falling Star all the time, Yogi, which is 150 with a €1. So that's one that I'm constantly involved in. I wish there was a €2 Falling Star. Actually, there is a €2. There is a later €2. There is a later €2 bounty, but it's a much shorter stack and faster structure as well. So it's a different beast too. But no, I agree. I like the bounties for sure. And I think I'm gonna play the €5. I think I'm gonna play the €5 Falling Star a lot more regularly now because I think it's gonna be a potential moneymaker for me. Good to see Hags and Yogi and everybody as well. And yeah, I did see your story about the paying for your vacation or half your vacation anyways with your poker winnings. That's cool. It'll be a while before I get there. Although I suppose it's somewhat exponential in poker as well, because as you get more money and go up to higher stakes, you end up usually getting, it just keeps building and building and building that way. And I mean, as long as you can maintain your 25 or 30, 35% ROI, you're probably doing okay. But yeah, and I mean, it's one of the things what I look at when I watch Mad Men as well. I mean, I love that show. I'm sure I watch it with a slightly different eye than the average person does, just because I'm so fascinated by the ad industry myself anyways. And I wish they actually did more. I mean, obviously they focus that one on Draper, who does most of the who mostly does print type stuff. So that's the big, that's what they focus a lot on. But I actually like the subplots with Harry Crane and the new media, new TV department that he creates in season 1 of Mad Men, and just kind of runs as the background for the agency through the whole time. But you sort of understand that it runs as the backbone. It runs as the backbone as a backdrop, right? Because it's actually what's funding a lot of what they do, because it's where all the new money is. And he's sort of treated as the black sheep for most of the time. but he's actually the one that's sort of generating all of the new business, and he's the forward-looking one that's looking forward into the future. And he's really the only one that sort of recognizes the value of it. And I think I always find that an interesting storyline that I don't know if they did that intentionally or not, but I'll bet it was the case in a lot of agencies where people just didn't recognize that television was going to be the next huge thing. Exactly the same way, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a ton of people that just didn't recognize that the internet was going to be every fucking thing in 20 years' time, right? Like not just a big thing, like not just the next big, like every fucking thing, right? At this point, almost, you can't. Newspapers are pretty much dead, for better or for worse. Probably for worse in most parts. And frankly, the old television models are well on their heels. I mean, television isn't dying, at least not in the sense of small screen in-home entertainment isn't dying, but we're not getting it from television models, and we never will get it from television models ever again. The network model is dead. The cable model is dead. We're in an online world now, and that's where all the new entertainment options are going to come. Anybody who's developing new cable channels right now is basically franchising Blockbuster in 1996 or 1997. Yeah, you might have a year or two. You might have a year or two left in your you might have a year or two left in your lifespan, but trust me, you're going to be pretty unhappy with your decision in short order, right? So it's a changing world for sure. It's a changing world. It's one of the things I love about the Mad Men series, and I do love Mad Men. I've mentioned this a couple times before. The ads that I run here, if you watch Mad Men, you will see. I should obviously be playing this, but if you watch Mad Men, you will see them talk about, and you will see snippets of many of the ads that I play on this stream. Although the people in Mad Men are really fictionalized, and generally speaking, their main clients are largely fictionalized as well, like Mohawk Airlines, people like that were not real companies at the time. There are real ads that they work with in that show. Glowcoat, as an example. We have the Glowcoat ad here in our previous settings, and there's a bunch of other ones as well that I've noticed as they've gone through that we have. So just picked up a nice double up on the Black Hole Nana with Ace King after somebody shoved very unnecessarily against us. It's like what I was mentioning with the other day, where I mean, at this stage as well, you're seeing all these ads in black and white that I'm showing. And we were talking about this with the Snow Peach color that they introduced yesterday in the advertising, where you're introducing a color on black and white television. Advertising makeup in black and white is an astonishingly difficult thing because, of course, the world is in color. And the kind of makeup that looks good in black and white lighting and black and white television is not the same kind of makeup that looks good in the real world lighting and real world color. So it's very challenging. It's a very challenging thing to do. So it's like that thing with the lipstick there. I sort of get why they're fudging it, although we would obviously see it as a ridiculously. We're gonna c-bet this double gutty that we got here, and we'll just see what happens on the river. So I sort of get why they would, experiment with weird things like, well, let's try to sell it this way by swiping across the palm when we come across, so we leave a nice line there and fake it because we can't actually show them what the color looks like. So we got to come up with some way to do it, right? So. Wow, we got to walk. We got to walk in the black hole. What the hell? What the hell over? Yeah. One good walk that deserves another. Wow, that's a pretty gross spot. Obviously, we can't call off with just bottom pair and the gut shot, but there's a lot of equity on that hand. It kind of hurts to have to fold it. Bobby Hayes has enough chips to make this call. I called off a raise from Fabian. Pre-flop, it's gone checks ever since. I mean, I'm not putting him on ace king. Could have 9 king. I gotta call it off. Oh, I meant to call it off. Shit, I meant to call it off. I did not mean to raise there. That was a misclick. That was a misclick. Oh well. What do you do? Glad you didn't jam it back in my face. I was not bluffing there, and I was not raising for value there. I was misclicking. I was raising for the misclick there. Another misclick. My God, I got to get my mouse hand working better today. That was supposed to be a fold. And we hit bottom pair. Two pairs, 7s and 5s. 7 up. Crisp and clean and no caffeine. Wahahaha. Unless you are of a very specific vintage, you probably do not get that reference that I just made. Probably from a very specific place in on the planet as well. It's probably just an American commercial, I think. It's a ad for 7-Up way back when. Good shot to the queen. Backdoor clubs. Front door clubs and gut shot to the queen. So we got club out. We got 4 queens probably. What do we got? Like probably. How many outs we got here? I mean, I've probably got the odds to call. It is the black hole, so it is a rebuy. We'll do one more. Add that to my bankroll buy-ins. Oh, let's put some zeros in for these. Excuse me. Didn't mean to cough in your ear there. Woohoo! Let's do it, Yogi. Let's do her. Let's do her to her. I don't know if that translates to the rest of the audience or not. I just realized that's very much of a Canadian thing. Do her to her. Give her. Give her till you can't give her no more. Hold. Hodl. Hodl. Nice. We hodl. So we flop middle pair. Probably worth a bet. At the very least to clear some people out of the pot. Really happy to just bet and take it down there too. Put in a raise with our ace jack. We are, for the record, on the final table of the Abyss Nano. Still 3 away from the money, and we are the last place stack. However, we still have chips to play with, and there are other small stacks that could easily bust out in front of us. So we're going to play relatively cautiously. We have raised and called by the big stack, and then flop top pair on Blackwell Nano. So we're going to put some value betting out there. Happy to get called there. I'm not putting him on ace 3 or 3-6, but if he's got that, he's got that, and we're just in bad shape, I guess. And we now have 2 pair. Any 3 is ahead of us with the straight, so I think we just check back here and take most of the Yeah, he would have called. He would have given us a lot of value on that. Well, maybe not, because there's so many wheels out there. Not that I should have a lot of wheels, but thank you, Auntie. I mean, I can't really value 2 pairs there any more than he can. I'm pretty much turning my hand into a bluff if I bet there, I think. So. So we do have backdoor straight possibilities, but Go watch the tense action over here. We are sitting 8th of 9. Battleship here got involved in some pots a while back. I mean, I should probably shove. Should I be shoving 8-7 in that spot? 8-7 suited in that spot, guys? Let me know. Let me know if I should be shoving 8-7 suited in that spot. I feel like maybe I missed an opportunity there to take down blinds and antes, but we'll see. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Just put in a raise on the black hole table. Nice to see some people involved in this hand that could bust out ahead of us. Lovely to see Eric Fall fail, and lovely to see Nanya bust out as well. I would not be the least bit upset to see Bottom 86 take both their stacks here. I would not be the least bit upset by that. That would not bother me one little bit. Punish the limpers. The black hole nano, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think there's enough smaller stacks around me that I mean, I'm actually in a scoring position now, to be honest. So, you know, if I, well, not anymore, but yeah, I mean, Nanya and I are very close. I'm ahead of Black Sheep, or Battle Sheep. So I think you're right. I think there's better spots coming up, and I think I can still slide into a min cash simply by sitting here. We're definitely folding this out. Hopefully somebody else has a hand to call. Hopefully Bobby Hayes calls pretty wide and hits things, so hopefully this will be one of those cases. No, he just insta-folds. Alrighty, Battle Sheep is in. Looks like we could be on the bubble here. Alrighty, so we are on the hard bubble. We are on the hard money bubble, and we are the bubble spot in chips. However, we have shovey people on the table, so we're going to be folding out a lot here and hoping that callers beat them out. Nice! Woo! Yes! Yes, we back into a min cash. We back into a min cash because people shove too wide. Of course, I'm probably shoving nines there as well, so, you know, glad we had a super wide caller there. That was awesome. I mean, it sucks when you're the bubble boy, but we've backed ourselves into a cashing spot in the abyss now. Anyways, guaranteed 125. Only one bullet deep in this one. We did not fire any second bullets here. Oh, I went shovey with 7s and more than 20 big blinds. The black hole. I probably don't have much more time left in the abyss before I need to get my chips in the middle. In fact, I need no more time to get my chips in the middle. Ace Jack is a plenty good enough hand to be doing that with, even under the gun. Break time!
Oh, that was wonderful, Magic Cloud. That was wonderful. Say, you know, one of the nicest things about showing you people Corday hard candy is the fact that I get to eat some every now and then, too. Yes, sir, just say Corday for the very, very best in hard candies. There's every type of hard candy that you ever dreamed about. First, for instance, look at this raspberries, the filled raspberries they are for double enjoyment. And then there's fine, crunchy, peanut brittle peanuts. And then real fruit-flavored baby tart cuts. And there are many more, too. There's taste to suit everybody. And they all taste the best because it is Corday. And Corday makes only the best in hard candies. For instance, these delicious Corday peppermint beauties. Oh, I'm telling you, these are real pepperminty peppermints. They certainly are, with an out-of-this-world flavor, and they're made, too, in just the right sizes. So whenever you want to taste some of that real fine, fresh, minty flavor, they're right there for you to chew and to suck on. And that's pretty often, believe you me. Now, just look, if you will, for the Corday display at J.J. Newberry, W.T. Grant, F.W. Woolworth, S.H. Kress, of course, H.L. Green, the McCrory stores, the McClellan stores, G.C. Murphy, Neisner Brothers, M.H. Landau, M.H. Lamston, and the Fisher Beer stores. Now, you can buy Corday hard candies, if you'd like, by the bagful, so you can have just the candy you want whenever you want it. So, just remember to say Corday for perfection in confection.
Mind if I cut in to tell you about myself? I am a car radio, and rather unusual one, if I do say so. You see, I'm a transportable car radio, and I reside in a new 1958 Oldsmobile. Pretty luxurious surroundings, eh? Yes, I operate equally well in the car or out. Feels good to get out once in a while. Hey, you're not paying attention. If you want to let your eye move to a thing of beauty, just take in my house in that new Oldsmobile Super 88. Come on up and get a close look. I'll give you appropriate music. What a car to drive, with new rocket engine power and pneumatic ride. Say, before we go, how about a date for a rocket ride? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at your dealer's in a new 58 Oldsmobile.
It's a prom.
Yes, the spring of the curl proves it's a prom. Promise yourself soft, natural-looking, long-lasting curls like these with Prom. Prom, the easy new self-neutralizing home permanent.
Easy? Well, look at me. I just put on Prom lotion, waited 30 minutes, and rinsed it out in clear water. Now I'm free to do what I please, even shop, while my hair dries naturally on the curlers. You see, Prom neutralizes itself. And now my shopping's done, and so's my new prom. That's the beauty of prom. Your time's your own while you're getting a permanent. Did you ever see such soft, natural-looking curls? And just look at these springy ends. That proves it's a prom. Try it. And you'll be a prom girl permanently.
Prom is the only self-neutralizing home permanent that gives you a choice of 3 different waving lotions.
Of course, no one waving lotion is right for all types of hair. My hair is very easy to wave, so I use Prom Very Gentle. With Prom, you choose the one lotion that's right for your hair.
There's Prom Super for hard-to-wave hair, Prom Very Gentle for easy-to-wave hair, Prom Regular for normal-to-wave hair. And now, Children's Prom, created especially for children's hair. Prom is accepted by the Committee on Cosmetics of the American Medical Association.
We're back. ITM in the abyss still. Yeah, and I think this is where we try to get some chips with our pair. Got a nice hand developing here as well. We've just turned 2 pairs. If our ace wasn't good enough, we're certainly good now. But we're calling it off. Yeah, no such thing as car stereo. Of course, that comment's going to come 3 minutes after I typed it in chat, so it'll be kind of out of the blue, but you guys will remember. It's not like there's that much that goes on my channel. So we're still basically bottom of the pack here on the Abyss table, but we got 2 other stacks that could easily be going out before us as well. So, I mean, all 3 of us in theory should be shoving super wide. So. And we're actually going to go ahead of Eric on the next blind run. Although it'll continually be him, me, him, me, him, me as we go around the table, unless one of us wins a pot before then. But Putting in a raise with ace queen on the black hole, Nano. I'll go for the delayed c-bet in this case. Yeah, that was a nice little boom in the black hole for sure. Wow. I guess my ace queen's probably just dead here, right? I mean, I've definitely got odds. But if I'm just calling hit overs, then I don't have odds, right? If that's all I'm calling for. I don't really have anything else here other than backdoors, so I think we're just getting out of the way. Weird. Of course, one of our backdoors came in, so we do have a gut shot now. A gut shot, but... Wow. Jesus. Jesus, talk about hands. Man. The hell. I don't know how we missed that bear trap, but we certainly managed to sidestep that bear trap pretty well. Alrighty, we are going to be finding the middle with our stack. And a pair of sixes. Good luck us. GL us. Ooh, and a set of sixes. GL us. I'm pretty happy with my situation in this hand. I'm pretty happy with my situation in this hand. There's a few weird combinations that might have got there, but I'm pretty happy with the way that one worked out, folks. I gotta say, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the way that one worked out. So we ladder up at least one spot with the elimination of Eric. We're guaranteed at 208 now. It's 834 up top in this one for the record, so it's not a huge prize pool, but it's not a terrible one either. So if chips on ice was not in this pot, I might actually call off with the ace-7 suited here, but I guess given that chips on ice is behind me with the raise, yeah. Oh wow, we would have. Yes, I guess I should have been there. Oh no, this set of tens takes it anyways. Although I would have taken chips on ice's chips, but. Still playing a reasonable stack in the black hole as well. We're still quite a ways away in that one. I think we're just about to close reg in maybe a few minutes. Yeah, 7 minutes time we close reg. From there, we're over the guarantee, 111.50 in the pot right now, pending new. And of course, we flopped the joint, or would have if we'd been playing that hand with our Jack 8. Ouch, that always hurts. Always hurts when that happens, Yogi. We're still 4 or 5 in the Abyss Nano. I think we're going to see a flop with our suited one gapper. Top pair. How often does he just have a 6 here? How often does he have ace, better 9? Probably enough that I probably can't do much there. I might have reshoved, but this will be the time when the clubs come. Oh, no, it didn't. Good. put in a raise under the gun with King 9 here on the black hole nano, and we flop pretty good. You know, I'm obviously semi-bluffing there, but why not? Bottom pair. You get rid of my pair of threes there, I think. We're putting in our chips with ace jack in the Abyss Nano. So we're going to get to see a free flop with our suited ace, eh? Hey guys, you're going to let us see a free flop with this, are ya? Question is, should I shove? Yeah, let's see a free flop. I'm liking the free flop we got to see. See if we get some value from our flop top pair. See if we get some value from our top two. We can't really half pot bet here. I think we just got to shove. And we get called for a nice double up in the Abyss. It's funny, I was still fourth even after that massive double up. Just barely, but I was still. I'm sure I'll be third in the next after this hand. Probably. Might even be second after this hand, depending on what happens. I won't be first because one of these three players will end up with more chips than me at the end of this, at least. No matter what happens. So black hole is now registration closed. So our stack is our stack is our stack, and we're playing it. It is our second stack, but we've managed to play it down. There are 26 places, 27 places getting paid, I think. 26 places getting paid. We are 37th of 73 remaining at the moment in the black hole. So there's a ways to go yet, but we're certainly not out of striking distance, that's for sure. Nice, 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 buddy. Good stuff. Good stuff on the seat bank. Alrighty, so we are now 2 of 5. No, 3 of, no, sorry, we'll be 3 of 4. Yeah, 3 of 4 now. Put in the raise here. They're 7s. Guaranteed 292 payout now from the Abyss. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I thought it was my only play at that point. I was about to half pot bet, and I'm like, well, no, that's like just under half my stack, so that's not really. It's really kind of a silly thing. If I actually shove, it actually probably looks weaker at that point, so probably gets called off more often. And besides, even if I half pot and he calls, then I've got like a stupid bet on the river left. It's like I've got like a quarter pot bet on the river left. So the shove seemed like the thing to do there. Another free flop. They like to give me the free flops. So we flop up and down on a very hardy board. And dude pot bets into us. Huh. Alrighty. No hard, I can't really continue there. I'm seriously undervaluing my hand here. Just because I think when I hit, I can get paid off. Could be something interesting happening in the black hole. So we pick up some chips here in the black hole. Yeah, we got a pair of queens on the Abyss table as well. Let's go over there since we've just finished on the black hole. So weird spot developing here on the Abyss table. I'm just calling off here. I don't think he has a 7 or a 4, and if he does, he was just stupid for calling us Brie, I guess. Thank you, sir, for the chips. I mean, I know David was saying yesterday we're not supposed to say thank you for the chips, but there are times, I'm sorry, when I have to say thank you for the chips. Because that actually did not make any sense, frankly, what he just did there. I suppose that is rude, but I'm also sort of being sarcastic about the dude, frankly. Nice pair of kings here on the Abyss. We hold. Laddered up to guarantee 417 now. Sucky time to lose your connection. Jesus, everybody losing their connection? What the hell? Is everybody outside Canada losing their connection or something? So I got 10s full of 3s. Hey, nice one, Yogi. Venom, that's ACR, right? America's Card Room? I've never played on that one. I always thought it was kind of dodgy, actually. I don't know. You find they're like good at payouts, and you find they're fine. I don't know. I've literally never played on them, so I honestly have no clue other than just sort of the impression that I have. I think we have to call here with our full house, even though anything that hit is ahead of us, but he could also be like betting king highs and things here, I think. Or 6s. But I still think we have to call. I mean, I don't think we have any choice but to call there. Hey, Giggles, how you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see you. It's going very well. How's it going with you? We're probably nearing the end of our streaming day, but we've got a couple tournaments going. We are three-handed now in the Abyss Nano. We are second in chips, and we have a sitter who has lost his connection to the game. Well, he lost his connection to the game, and then he timed out. So. Nice, nice, nice. Well, that's probably good timing because we probably won't be here too much longer than it will take you to drink one beer, I would guess. So it looks like we're going to just be able to milk this sucker dry. So we got the up down straight draw. So yeah, I don't know when this dude's coming back, but it looks like we're going to be able to just kind of chop up his chips. Certainly not planning to do anything too extreme before we get all of his chips. I thought ace high was going to be good there sometimes. I think it is going to be good there sometimes. Got 7s on 2 tables at the moment. I mean, I think he's just woke up, so I'm pretty happy to get it in with him. We are heads up. I am also potentially out of the black hole. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to have a diamonds here a fair bit. Or the queen. Shit. We're done. Alrighty, so we're done in the black hole. We are heads up in the abyss. Put in the raise with our ace. Put in the raise with our ace. I think ace high is good here a lot. And I think I check back for showdown value with my 8 a lot. Ace high was good there, just not my ace high. All right, well, it's good to hear, Yogi. It definitely feels like one of the dodgy ones to me. It's one of the ones that I've kind of avoided through most of my poker career. But yeah. Flop top pair here. Try to get some value out of this. Second pair. Third pair. Fourth pair. Guy was calling a third barrel, but I'm just going to check back. Wow, he's got the nines. Okay. Yeah, funny, we can't even make a profit today. Our buy-ins at the moment are 860, and 834 would be if we win this one. We make 834, so we can't actually make a profit today, no matter how good we do in the abyss. But we can come pretty close. Fucking stupid hands. My ace high should have been good there. You can't be serious that he has spades. Gut shot, backdoor diamonds. Still a gut shot. So we got the third nut flush. Definitely valuing. It's just a matter of how much I was going to value bet that. We're calling it off. Wow. He's got the second nut flush. Alrighty. I mean, if we're going to lose, I guess second nut flush into third nut flush is the way to lose, right? Alrighty, 584. Like I said, that does not actually bring us, that does not actually give us enough money to profit today. But, you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Still, pretty decent day all around. I think we could certainly do better. It helps when, you know, obviously when you're busting, when you fire 2 bullets into the zenith and bust it, then you've bust your other €2 and €1 tournaments for the day, it's going to be pretty hard to cut a profit, no matter what. But that's cool though. Thank you for hanging out with me today, folks. It's been fun. We didn't quite get there with the win on the Abyss Nano, but we got second anyways, which is, pretty decent. And we'll be reasonably happy with that. I should actually mark that this was a second place. Thanks once again for hanging out with me. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to probably play some of David's Stream League as well, so I'll probably be hanging out in his chat instead of streaming myself. But thanks for hanging out. We're going to come in for a landing. And we'll catch y'all later. I'll run out.
For more vintage poker content from MotherShip Poker, click the subscribe button and check out the playlists for all of our old archived content, as well as the ads-only cut from some of the early streams.